The Upland Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the Metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX. The name's Big Malls, a Mr. Bueno.
What's going on, fellow Uplanders, and welcome to another exciting episode, or more jam-packed episode of the Upland Property Experts. I am your host, Too Stupid to Win, and as always, I'm joined by ThankMeLater. How are we doing this evening, brother?
What am I
No, nope,
right.
You're off. I got you hooked up.
Nice.
What exciting things are going on in UpX world since you have that wonderful background for us today?
Oh, nothing. Just another day in Upland world. Although there might be. I'm working on getting some. Oh, there's my download. I'm working on getting some exclusive footage ahead of this weekend. We're going to be at the State Fair, Texas State Fair. Woo woo!
Nice.
Yeah. So player ambassador. I'll be there in the Upland booth at some point this weekend, probably all 3 days in one form or another.
Awesome.
And so,
are you letting him try on your clothes?
No, he was cold because I keep my house super cold.
How did you know?
So Dr. Nobi is in the house literally right now, chilling with me.
Literally.
What?
Chilling.
Literally chilling. He's like, before we start, I just look over. First of all, he brings like 2 shirts for a 4-day trip and whatever. And like, he's just a short, I guess it's Texas, but he's like, I'm cold. And I'm like, geez, Pete. I mean, you can go grab a jacket and ask my girl if she's got any feminine hygiene products.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, mood. Yeah, so we're chilling.
Yeah. All right. We do got a lot to cover. They went Block Explorer crazy. Yeah, they went Block Explorer crazy this week. A couple of different Block Explorer drops. I'd be interested later on to talk about how many of them you are securing or have secured. They did a Q3 roadmap. We'll briefly touch on that. They have more of the Terraformer Block Explorers released. They had an FC Portal Block Explorer released, staking on a stadium. I mean, they got a lot of stuff going on. Then they have the vote mechanism. Dallas and Arlington were released today, and we always have the Upland Fantasy League update that we missed last week. I missed it last week, but I definitely had that included this week. You still working on your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll wait then.
No. It's fine because I'll do it later. I'm not going to.
Well, that's what I meant. We'll wait till later.
You got to wait to see it because it's going to be.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going to show it. My community hasn't seen it. I haven't shown it to anybody in my community.
Ooh.
So this is like exclusive.
Mossy Jake in the house. What's up? What's going on? JT, glad to see you. Gamesland X, how you doing? Pure Rolex. Thank you.
We got the whole crew. Oh yeah, man, when I feel bad because Pure and Games and Architect, like they're in all my streams and they haven't even seen this. So
Alexandru, how's it going? All right, let's kick into the secondary market. We'll get that. Definitely, as always, a shout out to Justin for hooking us up with the slides and doing the data for us each week. Really appreciate that. That frees up a lot of time here and reduces a lot of stress for me and the chaos of my everyday life. So, top 10 city floors, I call it pretty stable. Cleveland, look at Cleveland making a big jump. I don't know if I'd call that a big jump because if we look back, usually the top 10 is over 7,000 UpX. So you did have some cities fall off of their basic UpX floor price.
Yeah. But I mean, I think overall, I mean, it's so hard to tell with. I mean, it's not major fluctuations, which is good to me. To me, in this economy, stable is good. So
Oh, absolutely. Stable is definitely good.
I'll take stable.
I agree.
All right.
And then 30-day top 5 city floors in Upland. Once again, I'd call it pretty stable. Nothing too crazy. Los Angeles is down about 19% over their 4 weeks on their US dollar price. That's the only one that jumps off the page at you. Cleveland's down 12.4%. But other than that, everything's under 10%, pretty stable over 30 days right now with everything going on. Definitely happy with where we're at.
Yeah, and I think well, it'll be interesting because they have a mix of like positive things. What's the? Oh, that's my blue glasses. It's to help my eyes not get burned out from all the lights and cameras and stuff. But there, you happy? Now you not my retinas will burn out. I hope you're happy.
We see them both pure Rolex, so you can use either.
No, I gotta shade my eyes. My eyes look so beady.
All right, 12-week change. Still down from where we were 3 months ago, and 3 months ago was just after the 4th of July weekend. Imagine that.
Oh wow, that feels like forever ago.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Overall, the biggest thing, Oakland's down 34% over 12 weeks. So it used to be close to $8 US dollars, and now it's sitting about $5.26. San Francisco, every time it gets close to that 30, it wants to drop right back down to the 20. It's down 20% over the last 12 weeks. Oakland's down 19%. New Orleans is down 19.5%. Cleveland's down 13% basically on the UpX floor. So not the best since the summer, but not the lowest we've ever seen.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Uplands, the UpX markup percentage floor. So this is the floor of the UpX markup percentage of the floor. So
holy cow.
I know.
We got to figure out a better way to
streamline this. I got to figure out how to streamline this. Basically, it is your cheapest markup percentage in the city.
I think if you had like the amount, like or some other data point here to give context of like, so your cheapest is, 333%, and that is for a 5 million UpX property or something.
Okay.
Because then it would be, and then you could combine the mint percent on the floor, right? So that way it would be obvious. It'd be a little bit more obvious.
Yeah, because this is nowhere the cheapest property, but this is your cheapest markup. And it's nice that Rutherford's starting to come back down to earth, only 333% on its cheapest product. That's down 97% from the previous week, which is pretty good.
No, it is. I'll be surprised if it stays under 300, but
oh yeah,
Santa Clara
be good. Yeah, they stay strong pretty well.
Yeah, I think being at such proximity to San Francisco, I mean, I really feel like it's going to be super interesting. The kind of especially the neighborhood scores and stuff come out, like how that affects some of these places pretty significantly.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting once neighborhood scores come out with the development of the neighborhood and how that impacts the prices at that point in time.
Yeah. Oh, see, like this. See, this is very obvious. Like, here's the UpX floor price, and then here's the UpX floor markup, which is so interesting. I think that this is a very telling slide of like the tail of the floors, which kind of indicate to you like Santa Clara. I mean, like all of the top 4 are sitting, at 1,000+%.
Pretty much.
That tells you even Fresno. Look at little Fresno rocking 895. I think that's a really good indication of how a city is doing long term. Because like
Now the
LA
interesting thing is,
go ahead.
Manhattan used to be 4,000, 5,000% for its UpX floor price. So as you can see, it's come all the way down to 1,213%. So it's been a significant drop on, what the cheapest property markup percentage was. So you're getting better value than you did just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, which is interesting because if you, it depends, because if you bought a couple weeks ago, you're probably hating life.
Yeah.
Or you're upset. What is it? What did you just grab? Would you not? I'm already so easily. Do not eat the silicon. Oh my gosh. Well, Dr. Nobi is no longer with us. So. Because he ate the do not eat pack.
You can't babysit and do this.
It's just like having the dog, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. Do I not store that week-to-week data? Ooh, I have to look.
Goodness.
What?
Dr. Nobi has left the chat. I like that.
I'm looking for something really quick. US dollar.
This is excruciating.
What? Me looking for something?
Yeah.
That's usually when you can fill for me.
Oh, is there new swag? Is there Dallas swag at the merch store?
Is there?
I don't know. I got to find out.
I'm surprised you're not all over that.
Well, usually I wait for they usually send out a like a email.
Right.
So I'll take a look. But if you do go buy from the merch, make sure you use Upland UpX15 to get 15% off your Upland merch. Like this sweet bucket hat. I think this is from the Porto release. I never do it with the left and rights. There you go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later. That's fine.
Oh my
Move
goodness.
on. It happens. All right. Bottom 5 city floors at Upland. Ooh, look at Dallas and Arlington already squeezed their way in there.
That's funny.
Man,
5-5. What? Wait, you can't put Dallas and Arlington together. They're 2 separate cities.
We'll work on that. Improvement opportunities. I don't know how they're. Once again, I'm not as involved in gathering the data, so I'll see how they are on the websites and see if that was just how they were marked for today being the release and if it separates or not, because they should have two different city codes under the code. So I
was
don't know.
The treasure hunting? Can you send? No, because there's a train station between the 2 cities,
right?
Isn't there?
Yeah, you got to take a train from Dallas to Arlington.
Yeah, so you can't send between it, which means that they're different. Because I imagine they're different tiers. They are, because they have different percentages of FSA and everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No worries. Because I was going to say, we were talking before the show, because Dizzy was minting out some Dallas. Like, I don't think there's Dallas for 5,000, is there?
I haven't had the chance to look. I had obligations going on, so I did miss the whole minting today. Obligations. That's how exciting they were. This is kind of sad for me. Now you have properties being sold in US dollar under 50% of original mint.
Oh my gosh. Fam, what is happening here? This is tragic. But
you have 8 cities that are selling under 60%. You have 2 cities selling at 50%. It's
But you know what? I mean, honestly, that is like they want to replicate real life. I mean, this is how it works. Ooh, an Upland cowboy hat. Don't you tease me, Space Wrangler. Do you have any idea how hard I would rock a Upland cowboy hat? Oh, you'll appreciate this fun story. So I go to pick up completely side thing. So I go to pick up Dr. Nobi from the airport today, and he's like, I think I saw Loyal Doyle and X1 in the bathroom, and I was just like, a lot of questions, and for some reason he like gives me some mundane detail, like Loyal was wearing coral pink shoes, and I'm like, so I called Doyle up, and I'm like, Doyle, and he's just like, hey, and he answers immediately because he's obviously like at the airport, whatever. And I was like, what are you doing in Dallas? And who said that you could wear pink shoes here? And he loses his mind. He starts freaking out. He's like, what? How do you know that? No, like seriously. Like, I was like, are you wearing pink shoes right now? And he's like, well, they're salmon, but how do you know that? Like, and I was just like, you think you could come to my city and I won't hear about it? And he's like, I'm literally at the airport. I haven't. I was like, well, you better think about it before you step out that airport. And that was pretty classic. That was funny story.
That is a pretty good funny story.
Yeah. Then I was like, nah, Dr. Nobi saw you in the bathroom with X1. We won't clarify. We're not gonna speculate any more than that, by the way.
I like them both, so I'm not going to do that.
Dallas stays in Dallas, yes.
They're not here to banter back, so I will not do that to them. I like both of them, so we're good.
No, they're both awesome. They're actually setting up for the event. I think they're at the fair. I think X1's here, Lizette's here, and Karen. I don't know who Karen is yet, but we'll meet her probably tomorrow.
I was going to say we didn't meet Karen.
I don't think so. No, I don't think she was in Vegas.
Yeah. All right, here's your sold outs. Nothing too exciting there. Nothing really to talk about. If you want to see it, if you're listening to the podcast, go ahead and check out the YouTube video.
Has Arlington and Dallas?
I'm not sure. Haven't had a chance to look. So I'm getting, as we continue to have people continue to help with this show, I kind of get a little further. There's further stuff that I got to write on my checklist to check nowadays because I would
you gotta
have that
check
information.
With your people, you're Mr. Big Shot now. Be like, I'll check with the people about it.
No, I said there's things that I have to check now that I would normally see while putting this together. So I have to put a checklist together for my prepreparation.
How did Chicago get plus 13 this week?
Well,
what?
And that's why JT's comment makes sense. It looks like there were some FSA properties and some lock properties released today too.
Interesting. Some ninja releases?
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. Some FSA properties were released through a handful of cities today. So.
Oh, NFT Loco is saying it was expired and expired visitors.
Oh, okay. It just seemed to be a lot today.
That's a lot. I wonder if they did like a. Ooh.
Because I had a note from Justin that it was kind of odd as he was working through the numbers that, hey, Chicago's plus 13 and there was, throughout a handful of other cities that this happened. So this has been going on for a few days now in Chicago.
I wonder if they're cleaning up like the visitor accounts because I assume that it's an automated process, but
yeah. But you remember back in the day in San Francisco, that used to be one of the fun things that everybody would do was snipe it when the visitor went away because there was no such thing as FSA. And there were 1,500 UPX, 1,900 UPX, 2,000 UPX, and you were just waiting for those visitors to expire.
Yeah, no, there was a bot. Like we literally had a bot that would not a buying bot, but like an
announcement
notification bot, announcement bot. Thank you. Yeah. Which are not against terms of service. An announcement bot to be like, hey, this just, and you would gobble them up. I'm curious if there's any. Is there a? Oh, what was it? Michael P. Who's our guy?
Michael D.
Michael D. I wonder if there's a visitor in the game that has a San Francisco property.
Dude, Michael D was somebody's burner account, hands down.
Oh, it had to be, right?
Because it got too much attention and they're like, oh no. And you know, we dumped all that up we dumped all those visits on there, and he won the contest and he won all, and then it expired.
Mike D, dude, if you don't know the legend of Mike D, go check. Dude, this is where you need the video editor to be able to say, like, yeah, go check this video and like put up the link.
Well, we didn't even have the video. It was
go check out
the audio podcast.
Oh man. Oh, boo! Jay Burrow in the house, 59-yard touchdown.
To who?
T. Higgins.
No, that's a good thing. I like that. All right, we're doing business. I like that. Good. Anyway,
what does E. McPherson made Pat mean?
Point after touchdown. He kicked the ball through the uprights.
Oh. Nice.
You know the kicker, we don't play with them in our league because you like to draft 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. So did I get more points now?
No, there's no kickers.
No. Well, that's not fun.
But you got Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
And thank you for calling him Joe.
No, you caught me. No, Jason Burrow, my boy Jason Burrow.
So somebody was like, "Is he serious about Jason Burrow?" I'm like, "No, it's you got to kind of watch the show and kind of get with it."
Is he serious? Be like, dude, is he that dense? Yeah, I played Jason Burrow.
Ooh, and Mike D also made it into an old Upland Action News episode.
Oh,
yes,
all right.
Sir.
Well, send us that link. I would definitely. We'll put that in here.
Yeah, I'll tag it to here. I'll tag it on this video, and then I'll find the Mike D video and put the episode and link in the description too, so you can check it out.
D. We need to get like anybody who was around during that time, and we just need to have like legends, lost legends of Upland, and we just need to have like a campfire night with like all the OGs where we just like share like the old school like shenanigans and like Mike D. And I was thinking about, there's a property in Chinatown. And because I was thinking, like, what are the things we did back in the day that you couldn't do today? So the Easter event, 2020 Easter, they were putting Easter eggs hidden around on properties, if you guys remember. And then you had to like buy them and find them and buy them. And Chinatown in San Francisco had not yet been sold out. It had all sold out except for one property. And the person, and I don't remember who we actually did it for because I went to go find it, but it's got a purple egg on it now. And everybody agreed to not buy the property in the chance because the eggs only showed up on unminted properties. So no one bought the property, waited, and it got the egg. And then we gave it to the person who was like, who was like orchestrating it. And I was like, can you imagine trying to do that today? It would never work.
Oh no, not at all.
It would be impossible to do that. But like we coordinated that back in the day of like, don't mint this last property because we want to try and spawn an egg on it to get more eggs in Chinatown. And it did. It spawned a purple egg, which was super cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, your left house. That would be probably around this time, September or October of 2020. Yeah. It was all the way back then.
Event for? It was like one of the first.
It was a visitor, like somebody who got the most visits got a big UpX bonus, which would have, pushed them up into being an Uplander. And it was a big, it was kind of like that competition. And then all of a sudden we started pumping Mike D because I broke down the story of how he had the corner property and it was holding me out from buying the whole block. And I always checked it. Like I was checking it every day, waiting for it to expire. And then once all the hype got around it, and it was nonstop for over a year that they logged in and renewed their visa. And then after this, after this happened, visa expired. too much of a coincidence. Then there was the drama that, you know, you had somebody snipe the property as soon as that expired, then tried to like sell it to me for super. I'm like, it's not worth it to me. Like at the time they wanted to sell it for 50,000 UPX or something like that. I'm like, not worth it to me. Congratulations, you got it. I'm like, I'm not mad at you. That's part of the game, right? But then everybody's like, oh, that's messed up. That's too stupid. Then somebody bought it from them. And it was interesting.
Yeah. Oh man. Yes. All the tea.
Mike D from the Beastie Boys.
Could be. Ooh, maybe that's a clue.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, no. I mean, like, did the person, like, I wonder if there's other Beastie Boys themed names that we should be looking for. Or did the person who sniped it, are they a fan of the Beastie Boys? I never even put that together.
No, it was our boy GT that sniped it.
Oh, no, I know who sniped it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that wasn't his alt account. No, I'm just kidding. GT's above the board. GT is above the board.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I don't think he did multi-accounts, so.
No, me either.
I guess above the board depends on how you define that.
All right, Q3 roadmap and the AMA. Did you check it out at all?
Dude, I tell you what, the Metaverse Journal, MSJ?
Yeah. Metaverse Street Journal.
Yeah, they were like tweeting the summaries. And I tell you what, I did not get to catch it, but I was following them and their tweets, and it was, I think I got all the main points from it. So shout out to MSJ for that, for sure. Hoodest dude I know.
That's awesome.
In-game chat for Q4. Yeah, it's interesting. They said it's going to be with a partnership. I really hope that they just integrate Discord. I really hope that that's what they do. I mean,
we've been hearing about the cafes for the neighborhoods where the neighborhood can chat since 2020.
I just don't see the value proposition. I really just don't see it. I don't see why anybody would go to a cafe to chat. I don't see why you would run a cafe. I don't like, I feel like I'm missing something maybe. I don't want to travel to another city to buy a block explorer. And I love block explorers. I sure am not going to go. And like, you know how hard it is to keep up with chat in Discord in general? Like, I just don't see, like, what is your chat system that you're going to implement that's going to be better than Discord? I don't know. I'm very curious to see how they implement it.
Yeah. Was there anything that really stood out to you? You were following the Metaverse Street Journal tweets. Was there anything that stood out to you? To me, it was a standard AMA roadmap. We've been seeing these for a couple of years. Nothing really shocked me. Nothing got me super excited, and nothing got me disappointed. It was just, hey, I do appreciate that they take the time to still do these and still provide direction and information.
Yeah. NOT logo makes some points. Message people around on Discord. That's true. And new players make it easy. Both true points, but they have a link to the Discord. I just think it'd be cool to message another directly without hunting them down on Discord. That's true. I just hope that they implement some way to then have like a friends list or a whitelist. Like, I had somebody just start spamming like trade offers and stuff. And it's just like, I don't want to get blown up on messages. Like, I don't want to be harassed by new people. Because here's the thing. If you're not on Discord, you don't understand how to play this game. I got to be careful. That's probably mean. But like, the reality is you definitely don't understand how to use burners. You definitely don't understand the art of negotiating or what the true value of anything is if you lived in a bubble. Blueprint structure meta ventures. Yeah, good luck with that. That'll be it.
Hopefully it's sooner than later.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't want blueprint. Like, I don't want a mass. This sounds bad, but like, I don't want 1,000 different models of buildings. I like the idea of having a standard set of models and then having like specialty buildings or like a specialty housing building per city, but I don't want like everybody to just be, well, I mean, it's fine. It's however they do it, but like I like the consistency of like knowing, hey, these are our models. I would like them to diversify the color opportunities, but I think because here's the thing, how do you scale decorations? How do you scale other things relating to it? And then how do you also not prevent, like, you can't release a better version of the apartment, like, because then anybody who has the apartment is going to be pissed. Like, I just spent all this money and on Spark and stuff, and then you're going to release essentially a better version of it.
There needs to be more than one style of apartment. There needs to, and it's just that, hey, you just build, more boxy ornaments so it slides over your house. If your house has an attached garage or something to it, the ornament just slides over it. It might not form fit it. It just slides over it and it's boxy. So
That sounds janky.
But everything's boxy right now. So it just slides over it anyway.
Yeah, it does. Scalability. Yeah. The thing about, because that's the thing is when you're minting, especially in layer one, like this is going on the blockchain, you're having to compete with a bunch of different factors. So I don't see them scaling. Like they're going to have a massive team to approve just the decor items. Like I think that architect, I hear you. I just think that things like decor and other cars, because think about all the people you're going to have a team that's reviewing car things. You're going to have, we need a church or cathedral structure. I don't think Upland wants to get into religion. Because where do you, like, if you have a church, do you have a mosque? Like,
why
you
not?
can't, you can't, well, I mean, you'd have to have every religious structure then. Like, you can't only have one religion. And, like, I don't know that Upland wants to be in that, but I've never heard that anyway.
But they're just a backbone.
Do what?
I said, but they're just the backbone. Why can't people have churches where they can have their Sunday services in their metaverse and have their mega church online in the Upland Metaverse?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm not saying that at all. They can definitely, I think we will see.
And if you want 100,000 Spark hours to build a cathedral and all your congregation can jump in on it and start building.
Again, I think you then just have to accommodate every religious structure. So I think, again, scale and then, value proposition and like, oh, well, what happens when somebody builds a cathedral on, the land that was originally a mosque? Like, I just do not see any major value coming from Upland as a layer one game and asset perspective, touching anything to do with religion. I don't, but
it's fair enough.
I think,
I was just playing devil's advocate.
That what's interesting. Oh yeah, I could tell you were enjoying yourself quite a little bit there. It is interesting because I think some of the iconic or the landmarks, I think there's a cathedral or church landmark in San Francisco.
I think so.
Yeah, it's actually a controversial one because it's like a double marked, because like the one that was for the voting is not actually, anyway, it's a whole thing. Yeah. We'll save that for one of the campfire sessions.
There you go. Anything else from the AMA and roadmap?
Yeah, I mean, I think the mention of a 3D avatar is for sure interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
Do I just walk around with like one of those big foam head poos on me then, or like is your head your block explorer and then the rest of you is just the avatar that you create?
So I think your block explorer ends up becoming closer to just like your icon, and then your avatar will be like for honestly, they needed to build it so that way there's more, like, you can't use block explorers compellingly in a layer 2. Nope. Why would you put that up?
Because
no, No, because now anyway. So again, I think with the immersion of layer 2 games, and that was the other thing, they teased and then subsequently announced their first game partnership, World of Football,
Yes.
which was interesting. It's like a I would be nice. I will say it's like playing Rocket League with Roombas. That's what it looks like to me.
That's an interesting take, but I can see that.
Yes. Yeah, no, I mean it's really cool to start seeing that functionality. I will be curious how that plays into the legits, because to me it looked like, and again, if it's outside of just like being able to pay UpX to play the game, which is fine, by the way. Any additional utility for UpX is good for everybody. But in the video, I was waiting to hear how they tie in the football legits specifically, like if you're able to unlock something or, I don't know, get some sort of power up or benefit, because that could potentially really impact the value of those football legits. Which I personally not bought any of, but I would potentially then.
Gotcha. It does make sense.
Bet legits. That's the other thing, is like, it was interesting that they said betting is gambling, right? Is betting gambling?
Yeah.
I know that technically like sports betting, but like, I guess it's different if you're betting. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say this coming from Cincinnati. I don't want Pete Rose to show up in my house in the morning, but like betting on yourself, is that gambling? Tournament entry fee, yeah, prize pool entry fee. Because like, if you go, hey, I think I can beat you, let's each put up 500 UpX, and then the winner takes home 1,000 UpX. Like, that's not really betting. But like, if it's like me versus you, and then people are betting against, like, for us or against us, like, because at that point, then if you're betting on just a player to win, then that to me is gambling, because that's not a game of skill. They're very specific that it has to be a game of skill. So if you're not playing, you're not going to get poker rooms. Like, anybody, if you are asking for casinos and gambling, it's never
not
going to happen. Never going to happen with the support of Upland. I'm telling you that now. Stop asking for it. It's not going to happen. They've made it very clear that you cannot use UpX for games of chance. Full stop. Like, don't try. Your project will get shut down. You will lose third-party access to the APIs. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Now, that's the interesting thing, because poker is considered a game of skill versus gambling, but you still have a lot of laws, international laws, country laws, state laws, local laws. It's too much of a legal nightmare and a legal mess for anybody that isn't solely focused on that type of platform to even entertain.
Yeah. And I think Pure is also right. Like, here's the thing. Anybody who wants to open up a casino or a poker room or a gambling thing, there's a reason they want to do that. And the reason is there's a slogan that goes along with those. Do you know what that is? The house always wins. They want to open it because it's easy money. The problem is that the people who suffer are the people who get 500 UpX and think that they can turn it into 5,000 by winning at poker. And then they don't, and now they have no money, and then they leave the game. And it's not fun. And then, like, it's just a bad cycle. Like, we don't want to, like, no one wants to, I mean, not no one. Obviously, there's people that want to support it, but, like, Upland doesn't. And I can tell you, UpX World is not going to. So.
All right. The more you know.
The more there will always be a way. All right, there. Who says Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park.
All
Life
right.
finds a way.
Anything else you want to talk about from the roadmap?
No, I think that's good.
All right. So World Tourism Week 2022. Have you been taking part of this?
I wasn't. I was watching Dr. Nobi do it, and unfortunately, he missed like one of the registrations, which is super sad.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. He was like doing all of them like super religiously, and then he like pulls up on whatever what was the one you missed? Queens.
I did them all before that.
I think the only one I registered for was Queens. Can I just give you my registration? I didn't even do it.
no.
That sucks.
So 10 tours. They reopened all the tours across on these 10 cities, and there were registration start and end dates and start times and end times to complete the tours. 4 of the tours you had Russell MV, SSFTG doing the Chicago Mob, Rem Dog, and Upland Analysis. They were the ones doing the guided tours in San Fran, Chicago, Manhattan, and Rio. It's pretty fun. You can get some block explorers out of it. You can get the Wayfarer Block Explorer, which is anyone that completes all 10 tours. And then the second one will be raffled off, and that's the Tourism 22 Block Explorer. And then, you get 10 entries per city tour you complete, so you can get the max of 100, and they'll be sending those out. What do you think of these 2 new Block Explorers?
Interesting. They're kind of busy for me.
Yeah, I thought the World Tourism had a lot going on. The Wayfarer, I'm like, that one's pretty cool. The Tourism just had way too much going on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That the first time I saw the World Tourism, I honestly thought it was a bad Photoshop. I mean, if I'm being fair, I was like, who made this janky Block Explorer? And I was like, oh wait, that's like an official Block Explorer. I just think that they're trying to get too fancy. Like, it's more cheese, God of Pixels. Welcome. I wish that they would keep it simple. Yeah, why is the Sydney Opera House on there? Question mark. Which makes no sense because it's not part of the tour. No. Like that is it's kind of silly, but
yeah. Maybe. Or maybe just more of a tease for our Australian Uplanders.
Maybe.
So continuing on the Block Explorer roll, I always love these Terraformer Block Explorers. They're always pretty cool.
Yeah. So wait, so they do Terraformer. What's the Terraformer? Because then there's the Block Wizards.
Yeah, you had the Block. We haven't had a Block Wizard in a long time.
What are you talking about? They literally just had the Decor one.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
And then they had the car one, and then what's I guess that's for when there's a new item, and then the Terraformers are for when there's like a new feature.
Yeah.
I love this. See, this is super cool. It's simple but fun. I think to me this is a really cool Block Explorer. I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10 would buy. I love the mechanical body with like the fans and the like circuit board things. I like the code brackets on his head. I like a lot of it. It's very cool.
But it's like Lieutenant Dan.
Wow.
Where's his legs?
People took that. I missed the Reddit contest.
Yeah, me too.
I thought they were supposed to be able to. I guess they decided not to go with Vody McVoteface. Nice. I thought they were supposed to vote in game. Was it not?
Not sure.
No. And here's it. Like, this is so. There's been like mild speculation, but honestly, no. I don't think Upland has any plans of making anything here. Oh, it's a test. Well, it was the Reddit was a test. How do you test it on Reddit? I missed that. I missed the whole thing, so I have to go back and take a look at it. I know that they were testing voting. Because I saw that they were like testing voting on something that's not, super serious.
Right. So then they had the FC Porto 129th anniversary Block Explorer sale.
Crap. I think I missed that one. I registered. Yeah. I don't know if
you registered. You definitely missed it because the sale ended already.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. $25 for that one. Fair price?
I mean, they're all fair prices because here's the thing is you get 25,000 UpX. You get 1 million UpX. You get the UpX anyway. You just get the free Block Explorer, which also, by the way, like if you get it, like you should realize that like that head, it honestly might be worth 1,000 because it's 5 if you get like mint one, but it's not worth $1,000 because you paid $1,000 for it. You didn't pay $1,000 for it. You paid $0 for it. You paid $1,000 and got 1 million UpX, which is the fair trade value for 1 million UpX. And then you got a Block Explorer as well. So
got you all choked up.
So choked up. Got me all riled up.
All right. And once again, the more you know by TML.
Yeah. So, and again, like this is not worth, how many were there? There was a lot of those, I thought.
It didn't say how many there were, and I didn't register, and I didn't look at how many were for sale.
Yeah.
We're getting, it's been a busy week, extended hours at work, and we're also getting ready for a vacation next week. So it's just been a jam-packed week.
Yeah, no worries. 120. Oh, that would make sense.
Wow. Yep, makes sense.
That would make sense if there's 129. That's actually a fairly low number.
It is.
Good to know.
Then let's building another stadium together. They're taking snapshots and randomly minimum stake is 0.01, and they're giving away a couple of different packages. They got a superstar boot bundle or a superstar shirt bundle, and they'll be giving away prizes and taking snapshots throughout.
Yeah.
Now, cool. When you have these things, what do you think about the people that stake like a full spark or 0.5 spark when the minimum is 0.01? You're like blocking a bunch of people from getting in and getting their opportunity to be entered. Fair? Is that fair from a gamer perspective, or is it crappy from a community perspective?
Yes. It's both, right? I mean, it's fair from a gamer perspective. You got in there. Why not? Because if you stake, so if minimum is 0.01 and you stake 1, you've now prevented 100 people.
Well, 99.
Fair. Okay, fine. 99 others from being able to stake. And if you put 5 spark, you literally are prevented 499 people from being able to stake spark on this. You just removed almost 500 entries from competition. So fair play on that perspective. Survey says, yep, dick move from a community perspective. Like, bro. Plus, but I mean, like, you're paying a lot. Like 5 spark for these stadiums don't get built quickly. So
no.
Meanies. JT says you're meanies. I like boots with the fur bundle. I would be down with boots with the fur bundle.
You're down with anything Texas and cowboy. We got it.
The boots with the fur has nothing to do with Texas.
You sure?
Yes. Are you don't know boots with the fur? No. Anyway.
Yeah.
Apple bottom jean.
Yes.
It's in a Kroger's commercial. You're old enough now that it's in a Kroger's commercial. You should have seen it.
We don't have Kroger's on the east side of Ohio, only on the west side and southern part of Ohio.
Gotcha. Oh man, they got like 200 spark. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. Apple butter, please.
All right. Community governance update, ad hoc voting.
Yeah. So where? Because this isn't in game yet, is it?
Now it's not in game yet, but they said it's coming soon, and it will impact the direction of the ecosystem, and it brings us closer to community ownership and governance. Pretty much, we had it back in August where we got to vote on how the UpX pool is maintained.
Wait, did we get to vote on that?
Yeah, we did get to vote on it. I never saw the results, and I got to kind of go back and look. I don't even know if they released the results.
Where can we vote on that?
In game.
What?
Yeah.
The heck? How did I miss that?
We talked about it on the show.
I know we talked about like the vote because it was coming up. I don't remember that being in the game.
Yeah. So they'll have a proposal. There's a green check mark that you click. You can read it, and that's where you'll be able to understand the full read the full details. Doesn't mean you'll understand it, but at least be able to read it, and then you'll be able to cast your vote. Now, it's not that everybody can vote. They, once again, going back to making sure you have identity verification, KYC. You have to have a home address, and you must be in good standing so you're not locked up in Alcatraz. And they still need to open up Rikers Island on the East Coast.
We are alive. Can you control yourself? Jesus.
No, I can't.
Not you, Dr. Novi.
Oh.
Out of control over here. Something you said tickled his pink in a certain kind of way.
Right.
What is that? What's the origins of that statement? You're tickled pink.
Tickle the pink?
No, not tickle the pink. That's a different. That's a different. Nope. I think you're thinking of Tickle the Ivories, which is in
playing the piano.
Playing the piano. Yes. I swear I do not remember there being an in-game vote, and this test vote was on Reddit. So I don't know.
So this test vote was on Reddit to join the conversation and throw a name out there for the terraformers. And then they'll open up in-app voting. So it started out on Reddit for names.
Okay, so there hasn't been an in-app vote yet. You said there was an in-app vote for the community pool thing.
Yeah.
There was a vote in the game. That doesn't make any sense. Then why did they go to Reddit? They said that might have been one of the first proposals that would be put up. But I don't think that vote happened yet.
Maybe it didn't. It all blurs together.
I was going to say, like, the voting thing is very important to me.
But they have test voting. So after we collect all the terraform, it says we'll open in-app voting so players can vote on their favorite. And once the test vote ends, there'll be a drawing to win UpX. 5 lucky players who voted will receive 75,000 UpX.
Cool. All right, fine.
And then they'll use it in the future for neighborhood-specific voting topics and topics that have changing outcomes. So structures allowed in neighborhoods is a good example. So it's like a homeowners association. So
that'll be really interesting because obviously then, like, you can get grandfathered in. So imagine, like, you own a bunch of apartments, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, no apartments can be built here. Like, so then you own the only apartments in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Interesting. So,
Dallas and Arlington.
Dallas, Texas.
I heard it was a smooth release. Some people were kind of shocked at the prices that they were getting. Once again, there's small percentages of both cities that were released. There's a lot more to come. And we've discussed a lot on this show how this is looking like the new city release is they're just releasing a little bit. And then as more demand comes for it, they'll release a little more. So which could be frustrating, especially for newer players or players that don't have a lot of UpX and you're really into a couple of cities and they're only slowly releasing and you have to bounce back and forth between the two if you really want it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're that into a city, why are you bouncing between?
You want to get a foothold in a couple cities.
Well, then buy secondary. Pick a city, stick to it.
All right.
Fairweather fans, you're all just trying to get everything everywhere, and then you freak out and you fiat out for 50% off.
and sell under UpX.
Prices are pricey. As someone who lives in Dallas, can confirm RL prices are pricey. Like the real estate market here is absurd right now.
Anything you want to touch on here other than limited release? And it went pretty smooth. People said that the countdown, the delay between buying multiple properties was nice. They could see it, and it went pretty smooth.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't know why it's 2-3. We discussed that last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I called shenanigans.
Yeah, we both called shenanigans on it. We were both surprised. Why tier 3? Don't know.
Don't know.
Now, one of the interesting things we did talk, I did want to jump on the subject before we got into the rest of, the fun stuff. The Upland Fantasy Football League is the price of Spark. Now, the price of Spark hasn't changed. The amount of Spark out in the community is out there. But now if you look on something like the Epic Spark Exchange or anywhere in the Facebook groups, Discord groups, people renting Spark, the price is just plummeting.
Yeah, I think the market is bottoming out because there isn't a lot of activity for it. What's the Spark hour rate right now?
Right now, the highest being offered right now is 17.1 a Spark hour. And then you have people that have.
So that's somebody wants. So is that somebody saying I will pay 17 UpX per Spark hour for a project?
Correct.
Or is that somebody saying I will give you my Spark for 17?
That's you put up your building and you put your UpX Spark, and people that put their Spark on the property will receive 17.1.
Gotcha.
UpX
so
per
if I
Spark
put up
hour.
A building and I was like, I will pay 40 UpX per Spark hour, it would be filled like instantly.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I put my, I've been slacking, and we've had this conversation, and you've sent me plenty of texts about get on it, bro. And I did my showroom today. I finally got around to
nice.
to building that.
Lizette, or was it Lizette, or was it
Jennifer? Yep,
Jennifer.
We're cool. I filled the form out. We're good. Yep, we're good. I didn't get I wasn't in Discord, so I didn't know what was going on. And she messaged me yesterday, and I saw it this morning. It was after I went to bed. So either way,
somehow I'm your handler now. I'm like the escalation. Like the Upland team literally escalates to me. Like, Too Stupid isn't filling out his paperwork. Can you message him? I'm like, hold on. What are you doing? Fill out the paperwork. I'm on it. Like, jeez. I have a business to run. Can you get your act together, please?
Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You would do the same for me. It's all
absolutely. Good. And so now you're still the price of buying Spark it's just interesting. You're continuing to buy Spark at the same place, but it's got to correct itself sooner.
I mean, does it though?
Maybe not. But doesn't that decrease the value of what you're purchasing it for?
I mean, does them decreasing the interest rate decrease the value of the purchase of a property that you're buying?
Fair point.
Like maybe in the short term it does, because it's so easy. It's like when the price of milk goes up, or like whenever your stables go up in price, it's very noticeable. And so until it gets reset as like the norm, like people feel a certain kind of way.
Okay. I just I haven't really looked at UpX Spark hour rates lately, and I just decided, since I was building something and needed it done in a timely manner, I was just surprised, because even when building a factory a month or two ago, it was way higher than, well, not way higher, but it's dropped.
17's low, yeah. I mean, I just wrapped up Bones Balboa, the construction on that, and I feel bad because I want to get some more stuff for the the UCC crew. I don't have this. I don't have the cycles to do another build project right now, but I definitely want to, and I highly encourage if you are interested in doing something. I can tell you now, like, get on it. Like, go figure something out for your community, coordinate development efforts. Like, you will thank me later. Not financial advice, et cetera, but seriously, like, if I had more time to go and just start putting up buildings and paying for that, like, that's what I would be doing. And not, holy cow, stop building warehouses and showrooms on tiny property. Just stop building them. Stop. Jeez. Also, it should be noted that I don't like the micro houses are also going to have some limitations on what they can be used for. So just as a heads up.
Dude,
I'm building Chocolate City. Nice.
Never mind. I'll leave the micro houses alone.
What about the micro houses?
It just wouldn't have been good. We'll move on.
Like, I don't think that you can run a meta venture out of a micro house specifically, is what I was thinking.
Yeah, we'll just move on.
China. Get wrecked, noob.
I mean, that was luckily you had Mars and DJ Shorts saving you for the worst game of the week score wise,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, that T Davis though, jeez. Clyde Torres. Why does that name sound familiar?
That's TM.
Why Clyde Torres?
I forget. He pulls these names out of pop culture stuff, so it's pop culture related.
Anyway, get wrecked, TD. Dude, 0-3. Get wrecked, scrub. I don't know.
Now, Franklin Bombers, he's already posted. He goes, before my downfall starts, just wanted to let you know I have the most points and I'm undefeated.
Get it, Franklin Bombers.
So I ended up beating Nichiren. You squeezed one out over China. Dizzy beat Max Life. Franklin beat Boulder. T Davis stomped TM, and Mars Utah beat DJ Shorts. So overall for the year, Franklin's in first place. You are in fourth place. Your auto draft's working well.
I get notifications on my watch, and now I see what you CTC. I don't know what that. Anyway.
Ooh, now that hurts. I hate leagues like that where you're 0-3, but you run up against the top teams each and every week.
What does they bleed fudge mean? I don't know what that means.
Chocolate City. The people in Chocolate City bleed fudge.
Wait, why is he still talking about Chocolate City?
Because he's building it.
NFT loco.
He's loco.
He's like on this whole thing about get it together. Wait.
See, I'm on board.
You get it together. Where is this Chocolate City? I want to go to where Pennsylvania has not been released. The only acceptable place to build Chocolate City would be in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Galewood, Chicago.
Yeah.
All right.
So a bunch of us 2-1, top 7, 2 through 7 or 2-1.
Oh, the Mars Chocolate Factory is there. Oh, is that facts? Do you own the Mars Chocolate Factory? Well, now that's super cool. I could get behind that. NFT Loco, hit me up, man. I want to make, dude, I will turn your houses into actual chocolate. I will turn your houses into actual chocolate in layer 2. Come talk to me.
There you go.
That's a threat. You better come to me. I will turn your houses into chocolate. Yeah. Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
And this week, I'm playing TM. Choina's got Dizzy. Boulder's got Mars. T Davis and DJ Shorts. ThankMeLater's going up against Nichiren. And Max Lifer's against Franklin Bombers. So it'll be a fun week 4. And that puts about a quarter of the season behind us already, amazingly. So
holy cow.
Yeah, they play 17 games in 18 weeks. Quarter of the way through. All right. Now,
Dude, Hyde Park Ninja's just throwing shade. Chocolate City, you guys are a bunch of Oompa Loompas. Dude, ninjas.
wow, just let them build their Chocolate City community.
Oh,
Why you got to attack the short people?
What is going on there? Hyde Park Ninja's coming in swinging.
Yeah. All right. What do you have from UpX World? That are you able to give us a sneak peek?
Yeah. So have you seen? So wait, is it this one? Oh yeah. So have you seen this? Have I played this for you guys?
Nothing's playing.
What? It's
there we go.
So this is Bones Balboa in Layer 2.
Ooh.
Hey, have you seen this?
No.
Oh, this isn't even the good one. So I've shown this now maybe a little bit. So here you can see this is a metaphase. So this will be part of the Upland Metaphase experience. And he's in charge. Okay. And so this is showing off kind of the explore what's for sale feature. So as you can see here, these are for sale. And when you land on it, it will actually take you to the in-game property. So while from day one, you're going to see a lot of layer 1 to layer 2, like players, and often people go, well, how do I get from layer 1 to layer 2? I think a better question is, how do you get from layer 2 to layer 1? And it's through interactions like this, where you can now dynamically explore a neighborhood in this kind of, for sale view, and then link directly to properties. So that is one variation of the metaphase. And so you can see here, that is a real property for sale, and it matches the property in the metaphase. Now, which again, I think is hugely valuable. Now, this next clip, though, is this is a world first. I don't think it has not been shown, as far as I know, anywhere else. Our goal is to bring some more of this content. Hopefully we'll have some gameplay this weekend, but we'll have to see. But I will show you. So this is, and also you might notice a new Xlander face. And that is Lex, the layer 2 llama. And that will be an NPC that is going to be part of our Upland Metaphase. It might also be unlockable as a playable character for, say, chief executives or something like that. As you can see, he is pretty cool looking, and he's helping this new Xlander, who is new to layer 2, understand how layer 2 works. So we are in, again, the Bones Balboa metaphase, and as you can see, it looks more or less like it does in layer 1, but now the layer 2 llama is going to show how in layer 2 it can be anything you want. Now, in the game, it will already be structured, but here we're going to have a little bit of fun and show the actual creation. So there's the destruction of the building and the replacement with a brand new thing, in this case, a TML Ferris wheel. Now, there is more. So as we go, and we can see here, so these townhouses over here, and you see it's saying to destroy some buildings. So we're going to go and destroy some buildings and rebuild in layer 2 our own fantasies. So you can see here, these are reskins of these buildings, in this case, into this carnival train. So that way you can kind of see that when we talk about layer 2, you do not have to stay within the box. You can start to get really creative and fun and rebuild layer 2 however you want. So this is the beginning of kind of what that transformation looks like for players. Now, obviously, what would happen in a normal, you would go into the meta phase and it would already be the other buildings. This is just a dramatic showcase of, you know, what that could look like, and as far as like the skinnings and labels and stuff like that. So
The skinnings?
Yeah, the skins.
It sounds like you're scalping people.
That's what you took from that? You just saw 2 minutes of the best footage you've seen of any layer 2 content, and you're like, there you go. That is the correct.
No, that's actually pretty sweet. So I'm excited to see it actually implemented, and yeah, I'm excited for this, and it keeps getting better each and every week.
Yeah. And I don't think I could share my screen. So the Hyde Park Ninja, 2 seconds forever. Yeah. The Hyde Park Ninjas who are here. So when we talk about the experiences, so there's going to be a lot of different experiences in UpX World. Each experience is kind of its own interaction at a higher level. And so what we're seeing a lot, you know, with the buildings, that's the Upland Metaphase experience. So that's where we're taking Upland neighborhoods, buildings, etc., and putting that into layer 2. We have a couple other really exciting experiences coming. One is going to be the Data Mines experience, which is going to be UpX World's data site. And then we have the 1111 Gallery experience, which is going to be run by Dr. Nobi. And that is going to be a wax art gallery and auction house. Gamified auction house is really the best way to describe that, which is going to be super fun. And then we have the Hyde Park Ninja experience, which, if you've been following along with the saga, is getting very interesting. We have some roleplay elements happening along that storyline in Discord, and we will probably be seeing more of those characters and potentially an unlockable ninja Xlander.
Ooh.
So very, very cool.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like it.
The community is speculating if you're on Tinder or Bumble there doing some swiping.
Football.
I was going to say, we're near that exciting.
Yeah. No. All right. Anything else before we get out of here this week?
No. Be sure to go visit 1111nft.gallery and submit your gallery pieces for entry to be one of the first featured in the array when that opens. Knock on wood. 11/11 this year, like less than 45 days from now. So nice. Start working on your portfolio if you want that. Such an unfortunate answer. When do we get to teach Lex the Llama how to fight? I think Lex the Llama is probably more peaceful. He's more of a layer 2 architect versus a fighter, but he would definitely defend himself if attacked. Maybe spit on you. I don't know. That would be kind of fun. That's his superpower. He just got like a super spit. Lex is a lover, not a fighter. Yes. And if you didn't know, Lex stands for Llama Enthusiast Xlander. So we will have various Lex costumes. And maybe there'll be a Lex Lucifer variation for Halloween. Ooh. And that could be an evil one. Ooh. Lex
there you go.
Lucifer. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Giaz Tucci and I were on the same page. Evil twin. So like the Wario equivalent. So that would be Lex Lucifer. I think that would be a cool evil villain. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and is that Dr. Nobi or you're the dog? I'm not sure.
It's Dr. Nobi encouraging the dog. The dog like snuck upstairs and now they're playing. I'm bored. You're bored? Enjoy the show. You got live front row seats. My goodness.
All right. Everybody be safe. Have fun. Definitely check out UpX World. We look to talk to everybody next week, and it will be a close call. As long as no flights are delayed, I will be back in time for the show. If not, you might have to be finding a co-host. I'll keep you posted.
Cool.
All right. Everybody be safe. Have fun. See you next week.
The UpX Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UP.